This is a letter that Ted wrote to the Coca-Cola Company. Dear Coca-Cola, I have a beverage called Kiet Doke. Will it interfere with your beverage, Diet Coke? The taste is not similar at all. Mine tastes like Pepsi. But I will sell my Kiet Doke to mostly construction workers who love it. One guy said, this sure doesn't taste like Coca-Cola. So let me know so I can continue to sell my soda. Thanks. And by the way, do you use caramel in your soda? Just checking. Thanks. Sincerely, Ted L. Nancy.
And then they wrote back, and they said, Mr. Ted L. Nancy, Kiet Doke, our reference number 145342. Dear Mr. Nancy, thank you for your letter of October 25 inquiring whether you may continue using the trademark Kiet Doke in association with a beverage. As the owner of a federal registration for the famous trademark Diet Coke, we cannot consent to your use of Kiet Doke in association with a beverage. We believe Kiet Doke is confusingly similar to our trademark Diet Coke, and are concerned that an appreciable number of consumers will believe that the Coca-Cola Company endorses your product. As a result, we must insist that you immediately take action to discontinue the use of Kiet Doke. If you are willing to immediately cease and desist using Kiet Doke and agree not to use any product name or trademark of the Coca-Cola Company in association with the beverages in the future, please sign the spaces provided and return this letter to me. If we have not received a signed agreement within 15 days of the date of this letter, we will assume you do not agree to these terms, and that was sincerely a corporate lawyer, trademark counselor.
And this is Ted's response. Dear Mrs. Nancy V. Stevens, I have decided that I will not sell my Kiet Doke beverage anymore. The product is discontinued. I am taking my $700 out of the bank and my 11 cans of Kiet Doke that are left and bringing them home. They're in my room now. I now realize it was a poorly thought out idea. It was stupid. I mean, if you went to 7-Eleven and saw in the cooler Dr. Pepper, Orange Crush, Wink, and Diet Coke, would you choose the Kiet Doke? I don't think so. The idea was bad. Who was I to think that someone would choose Kiet Doke? I am embarrassed over what I now consider to be a terrible idea, so let this letter stand as my admission that I have ceased and desisted. There will be no more Kiet Doke on the market. I am sorry that I bothered you, and I'm sorry I wasted your time. And please look for my new beverage, Piet Depsy, with the familiar slogan, it tastes nothing like Coke, which will be in coolers soon. Piet Depsy is a thirst-quenching drink, which I believe does not taste like your drink. Enjoy it. Also, what about the caramel in your soda? Are you using a lot of it? Thanks. Respectfully, Ted L. Nancy.
And then the announcer comes on and said, Mr. Nancy had no further communication with the Coca-Cola Company. The years went by. Then he wrote them again.
All right, one more. Dear Mrs. Nancy V. Stevens, Coca-Cola Company, I wrote to you many years ago. I'm finally out of prison. I've given your letter a lot of thought while I was incarcerated, and I would like to start selling Kiet Doke again. With all the new flavors now, like cherry vanilla, I would like to expand to Kiet Doke Very Chanella. I'm not very timid anymore. I am a man. Not that meek man that I was when I went in. I saw many harsh things while incarcerated, like death row inmates asking for a last meal of chicken fried steak and a Dr. Depper, which in no way should be confused with Dr. Pepper. I already spoke to their lawyers at length about that, and we're good. So look for new Kiet Doke in your cooler. Respectfully, Ted L. Nancy.
So that's just one of the new letters that we can expect some of the people in the back row to start leaving.
I love it.
Excuse me, pardon me. Is this the way out? Is this the exit?